Bizarre 1000 here, guys. This is gonna be a video about wrestling. What I think is gonna happen right now. What I think's going on with the current storylines in wrestling. Let's start off with SmackDown on the WWE. I don't like where they're going with Christian. It seems like they're making him like he was back when he was always whining and crying. I don't like how they're making him. But I'm still a Christian fan no matter what. But that's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about Mr. Money in the Bank, Daniel Bryan. I have this sneaky feeling that the WWE is going to screw Daniel Bryan out of his briefcase. I have a feeling they're going to put a match between him and Wade Barrett for his Money in the Bank briefcase, and Wade Barrett's going to win the briefcase from him. They have done this before. When it was Edge and Mr. Kennedy, or Anderson, whatever you want to call him, was the Money in the Bank winner, and Edge challenged him for that, and he got the Money in the Bank cash in and won it. I hope they don't. I hope I'm dead wrong. I just have a feeling they're going to screw Daniel Bryan over and take his Money in the Bank away. I do not want them to do that, but I have a feeling they might. That's one problem I have with it. And SmackDown is a better wrestling show. I mean, Del Rio and Bryan had a great match this past week. And Rey Mysterio, breaking news, Rey Mysterio got injured. So he could be out almost a year, and that kind of sucks for him. Because the WWE wrestling does need Rey Mysterio right now. Because I would love to see Rey Mysterio versus Sin Cara, even though I think Rey Mysterio is a better wrestler than Sin Cara is. Let's go focus on TNA a little bit. Okay. What's wrong with TNA right now? It's kind of boring. There's nothing really exciting going on with TNA. Nothing grabs you in TNA right now. I mean, I think Fortune is getting kind of stale. I think Immortal's getting really stale. I mean, it's getting kind of old. It's going on for a year now, and it's like Immortal is missing they're missing a leader in their group. You have Bubba Ray, you have Scott Steiner, you have Bully Ray, Gunner, I mean, and that's pretty much it. And I think maybe Angle sort of joined them, I don't know. But it's pretty boring. I mean, Vince Russo, I mean, it seems like, I don't know, these storylines are getting so boring. But what are you going to do? But what I would like to see, because wrestling is beginning to be too predictable, I think. Especially the WWE is really predictable. It's easy to see what's going to happen. So, you know, what are you going to do? Let's see, what do I think of the state of wrestling right now? I mean, the biggest story right now is CM Punk and Kevin Nash, and Mr. Laurinaitis, Mr. Future Endeavors. I think that storyline is interesting. And from what I heard, the WWE demanded that Kevin Nash dye his hair black. So, in this whole Triple H storyline, it kind of reminded me of the Stephanie McMahon, or the Helms, what was it? McMahon Helmsley regime. It kind of reminds me of that, the way they're going. So it's interesting seeing Triple H on there every week. It's intriguing. I like it. I'm enjoying it right now. But I really hope the whole Daniel Bryan thing, I really do hope I'm wrong. I want to be dead wrong about this. I can just see where they're going to screw Daniel Bryan out of the money, because it just seemed too soon for them to give him the title. So let's say you're going to be the new champion of SmackDown. I mean, who's he going to beat? Say he does make it to WrestleMania. Who's he going to face? Is he going to beat Randy Orton for the title? I don't know. I mean, or will someone else be the champion? Like a Wade Barrett. Maybe he will be the champion. You have Wade Barrett versus Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania? I don't know. Or maybe Daniel Bryan will turn heel and become a better wrestler. Or he's already good, become a better personality. Maybe. I mean, Sheamus has seemed to turn face all of a sudden. So we'll see. Mark Henry seems to be the number one contender on SmackDown. So, I don't know. I know the state of wrestling right now is pretty boring. I'm bored with it. I got so bored with it, I haven't made too many reviews the last 2 weeks because it's just like, it's pointless. I've been bored with it. I mean, I didn't like how they just made CM Punk lose it, but I mean, they've done that millions of times anyway, like that. So, yeah. It's looking like we're going to see John Cena versus Del Rio at Survivor Series or whatever. And this is being tossed around. It's not confirmed. But I'm just going to throw you guys out there that I've heard. What I've been hearing is maybe Team Triple H versus Team Punk at Survivor Series. It's not confirmed. Don't go shoot the messenger. Don't shoot me. It's a possibility you could have Team Triple H versus Team CM Punk. And possibly, instead of all this Austin versus Punk talk, why not Austin or Punk versus Triple H? WrestleMania 28. That would be an intriguing match. Who would face Undertaker next year, you asked? Well, who could face Undertaker next year? Who in the WWE right now could face The Undertaker? Right now, honestly, nobody. Or, just hear me out for a minute. Say Undertaker is a world champion at WrestleMania. You have Daniel Bryan versus The Undertaker. And let's just say, because Undertaker, I don't think he's going to go 20-0. I mean, honestly, I think he's going to retire or he could retire 20-0 and that's it. Or, he can be 19-1 and lose, the streak be lost. Or, I'm just saying, you could have Daniel Bryan versus The Undertaker at WrestleMania 28. So Daniel Bryan wins the world title against The Undertaker. Would he be over then if he beat The Undertaker? And he's over with the crowd now, but over with like everybody. Would Undertaker... I'm not saying this is going to happen. This is just me saying something a fantasy set like I would like to see. Punk versus Triple H. Cena versus The Rock. I mean, Undertaker versus Daniel Bryan. I would love to see Undertaker and Sting, but that's never going to happen. But as Sting is right now, I mean, I'd love to see it. I mean, if he only signed a year contract with TNA, I would love to see him go to the WWE just for one match. That'd be awesome. But guys, that's my little wrestling rant. State of wrestling. My state of wrestling. Well, have a good night.